Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Keith. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the vlog. Behind me is my 2008 Silverado. In this video, I'm going to give you a rundown on my headlight build. And yep. Alright, so I'm going to start off with naming off the parts. So the headlights I bought off Amazon. I believe they're Spider headlights. I'm not really too sure. I really liked the side U-bar rather than the normal U-bar, so I decided to go with these. Overall brightness on the U-bar themselves, not too bright. When it's really bright out, you can hardly tell they're on, actually. It's just kind of disappointing. So then besides the headlight, I have just normal low beams. They're not on right now because I'm just running the driving lights. Normal low beams, but I just bought some LED low beams because one of them burned out actually yesterday. So from there I have these LED turn signals, which are actually real nice, but there's no resistor between those, so it makes my blinker blink real fast, so that was bothering me. So I'm changing over to switchback LEDs, which is the amber and the LED combined. I just bought those last night, so they should be coming in soon. And then on top of the projector housing is a LED halo circle. I got those off eBay. I believe they're 60 millimeter circles. I had to do a little bit of filing to get them down to fit into the headlight. You can see it right there. You have to look real close. So the 60 millimeter fits. If I were to do it again, I would maybe go with a 50 or 55. I don't think the 60 works, but 50 or 55 would be much better. And then down where the fog light used to be, I installed some cubes that also are color changing. I bought those off Amazon. They're actually pretty popular. A lot of people run them. I thought about running them in my fog light holes. As you can see, I have some cubes stuffed down in there in my fog light holes. I thought about it, but you know, I just didn't want to. I actually really like these. These are pretty bright. These are off Amazon too. They're real cheap. Nice headlight, or a nice little fog light rather than having the stock ones down there. I really like them. And then up in the projector housing, you can't see it. Up in there though is a demon eye. So those demon eyes I bought off eBay. Those were, I believe, 25 bucks for the set. I have all the wiring running back, and then it comes with its own little remote to turn them on and off and change the color and whatnot. So I really like those. Those are nice. Not very bright. Alike to the U-bars, you're not going to be able to see the demon eye in normal daylight. It's going to have to be pretty dark out if you want a shot at seeing those. But overall, those are really nice, and they look really good in pictures. I definitely like those. The demon eyes are my favorite, and since I had the projectors already in there, in the headlight themselves, I just decided it was, you know, not very hard to get it up in there and wire it up. I mean, we had to extend the wires because the headlights are really far apart compared to like a little Nissan 350Z or some other car that would normally run demon eyes, but overall it was not too hard. The gauge of the wire was real small, so I had to find something on Amazon that worked, and yeah, now it works perfectly. All right, so let's talk about the headlight build itself. So after I received all the parts, I made sure that they worked. I tested them before I put them in the headlights, and then I just decided to tear the headlights open. I had another set of headlights, so I was running my stock ones while I had these all apart. I took my sweet time with these. That's one of the things I want to stress to people who are looking to build their headlights, is take your sweet time. Don't rush it. I know people that have rushed it, and it doesn't end well. My friend and I did his 350Z headlights in one day. We put demon eyes in them, painted the housing. He had fogging issues. So things that you need when taking apart and putting back together the headlight. So taking it apart, rather than using the oven, for me, I used the rotary tool. So I just used, you know, like a basic little cutoff wheel, ran along the seam of the headlight, cut the headlight open, pulled the the front off, you know, the little front, the clear plastic piece. I pulled that off from the rest of the housing and the back part of the headlight. From there, I installed the cubes, and like I said, I had to file down to get the circle all able to fit in there. And then, you know, I ran the wiring out the back of the headlight. So when you're resealing these headlights back up, my friend who had done these before told me, do not use silicone. And the reason why he told me not to use silicone is because silicone hardens after a while and it cracks. And those cracks will get moisture into your headlights, and then you'll have to tear them all apart again and reseal them. So this whole process, even when I was mounting the cubes, I used RTV black gasket maker. It came out really well, and it was really easy to apply. You can apply as much as you want. I used at least 3 bottles of that shit, so I recommend using as much as you want. Definitely the more the merrier in that case. I haven't had any fogging with these, and here in California we do have some pretty moist nights. I wouldn't say frigid cold, you know, somewhere like Michigan or New York or something like that, but we definitely do get cold, moist nights here, and these headlights did fog up prior to me opening them. And after I opened them up, resealed them, built them, no fogging issues. Ran all winter with them, no issues. So definitely use RTV gasket maker. It can be black, clear, whatever color you want. The black just looked good on these because you can't see it. Some of it did squeeze inside the headlight, but you can't see it because it's black, which is nice. If you're going to do chrome headlights, I definitely recommend probably clear, but I haven't built chrome headlights, so I wouldn't really know. And yeah, other than that, you just gotta send it. I know it's a little nerve-wracking opening up these headlights. I know I was like really worried, and I told my friend, I was like, hey man, you gotta come over and help me. But you know, he bailed on me. He did come later on, but at first he was like, oh dude, I can't make it. I was like, dude, I gotta open these things up. I was so eager to get in there and get building them. And you know, in the end, it actually worked out really well. I took my sweet time. I took like 2 full days to build the headlights. I let everything dry completely. You know, I made sure that everything was in good shape before I put them back together. I didn't want to rush anything. All right, so if you're not following me on Instagram, I posted a picture right before I decided to come out here, and I asked you guys to ask some questions about the headlights. He asked me for the wiring specifications. So I've already talked about the Angel Eye and the Demon Eye wiring. So the Demon Eye it was like a 24 gauge, and I had to use the extension to get them to reach to both of the headlights. So that's the gauge for those headlights, and then after that I ran the Demon Eye straight to power, and then the remotes is what you use to turn the headlight on and off. So for the Angel Eye, you can see right up in the corner, maybe, right up in here, there's some wires. And what I did was I ran the wires from the Angel Eye through this corner of the headlight, which is hiding them, and then it runs through the back of the headlight and runs to power, and then you turn on and off with the remotes. Same with the cubes. The cubes run out the back of the headlight where the fog light used to be and run straight to power, and then you use the remote. It's actually quite straightforward. You run to power, and that's basically it, as long as you do that. If you're really particular, you want them to be on a switch so that you know for a fact they're not sapping up your battery, or say you forget to turn your stuff off all the time. You can run them to a switch, and you can do it that way, and you can use the remotes. This is just specific to the parts I ordered, like the cubes and the Angel Eyes and the Demon Eyes. I know for a fact you can run these to power, use the remotes to turn them on and off, and they'll be on or off. Other than that, you guys asked for the overall cost. So let me break it down for you. The original headlight, before I opened them up, I believe it was $250 for the set. They had the fogging issues, so then it was like a month or two I had them off, and then I finally decided, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna build them. So that's $250 into it. Angel Eyes were somewhere around 30 or 40 bucks, so that's $290 right there. This cubes for the set was 65 bucks, so that's $355 right there. And then The Demon Eye was anywhere between 30, 35 bucks. So you can do the math there. That's about, you know, 300, 380, close to 400 bucks. If you want to include, you know, the blinkers and the low beams, if you want to get really particular, between $400 to $450, which is a lot cheaper than buying from someone like LED Concepts or someone who professionally builds headlights. And I know people that have actually bought from people on Instagram, and they've had some real issues with, you know, like the cubes are sideways or something breaks, and the people don't want to fix it. So the nice thing about doing it yourself is, first of all, you know how to do it. So if it breaks, you can fix it yourself. And second of all, you know what you bought. You know the parts you bought, and you know if it's a defect, it might be the part rather than what you did, or it might be what you did rather than the part, and you can always order more. You know, you know what you bought, so you can always buy it again, or you can try something different if you really want to. That's what I like about building the headlight over buying it from someone else, and I definitely recommend doing it. I think you guys should go out there and just do it. Like if you have 2 sets of headlights, you're at no loss building. You might as well just go for it. Alright guys, that's all for the video today. This is the overview of the headlights on my 2008 Chevy Silverado. If you want anything in particular about the truck, comment down below and I'll be sure to get to it. If not, make sure to drop a sub and give it a big thumbs up so I can get some more people watching these videos, and share with your friends. Let them know my Instagram and my YouTube channel. Alright guys, have a good day.